Kelly here with Kelly's Virgo Life with your new moon in Virgo reading. So we're moving into this Virgo season, and the Virgo season, this energy is very much about being of service to others. How can you help others out? What can you do to give of yourself to be in service up to others? And it's also of getting things done, paying attention to the details so that you can get a to-do list done. And it's also about doing things but not putting so much pressure on yourself to be perfect at it. And sometimes that energy, the Virgo energy, can be a little bit towards that trying to be too perfect or trying to be perfect in something. And we know that that's just not possible, that you can work to be really good at something, and this is a time to really tap into that energy. But don't let it be overwhelming. Don't let it come to a point where you feel like that you're trying to be perfect and you're missing out on the joy of what you're doing. So we're going to look at those three things in this new moon cycle, and how can you tap into those energies. So the first thing is paying attention to details and what task needs the most attention right now, because sometimes with this energy we can get too bogged down in the details, and our task list can be this long, and we really can't get all of those things done, and it becomes overwhelming. So you want to really focus in, make that to-do list, get all the things down, but then look back at your list and see what needs the most attention right now, and just work on those things so that you can get those things accomplished and feel good about the things that you're getting done. So the card, and we have the Brady Tarot today, and the card for what task needs the most attention right now is the Justice card. So here, justice has to do with being fair and being balanced. And so the task right now that needs the most attention is anything that has to do with becoming more balanced in your everyday life. It's something that has to do with, maybe you've been too much on doing things one way, and you're not really seeing that there might be another way to do things and a more efficient way to do things. So look at what you're working on right now. What are the tasks that you're working on, and what are things that you have been doing that they're not bringing balance to your life? And let's not focus on those. Let's focus on the things that are going to bring some balance into your life, are going to help you feel more stable and more secure and more positioned to move forward. So look at those one or two tasks and see which ones bring you that most feeling of being balanced, and that's what you need to focus on. Second, how can you serve others during this season? Virgos like to serve others in very many different capacities, and so sometimes it can be, this Virgo energy can be serving others in a community group, can be within family and friends, it can be a group that you maybe an online group that you're in, a gaming community. It can be any kind of group, any kind of community. Or just being service to yourself, doing the things that you need to make you feel good. And sometimes that Virgo energy can be overwhelming, of trying to do for others so much that you forget to do for yourself. So make sure that you take that time. But for right now, in this cycle, we want to focus on, and we have the Tower card. So we want to focus on people, others, or situations that seem really chaotic and seem like that there needs to be a lot of help. So this could be something that's going on in your life, something that's going on with somebody that you know. This could be something that's just going on in the world, and we know that there's lots of tower things going on in the world. And so it may be something that you can do, just you individually, that you can do, and it can be something very small that you can do. Donate your time or money to an organization that's going to help out in a larger sense, or it can be you organizing a group that a study group, or that can study things that are happening in the world or happening in your community. So it can be anything like that, or support group where maybe you've gone through some kind of tower moment in your life, or tower time in your life, and now you feel like that you have the wisdom and experience to help others that are going through the same thing that you have gone through. And so it's always, when you're going through something trying, it's always nice to know that there's other people out there that have gone through the same thing or going through it as well. And so this can be a good way for you to tap into being of service to others during this season. And then finally, in what area in your life can you let go of being perfect? And again, sometimes in the Virgo energy, it gets to be overwhelming, feeling like you have to do something and do it perfectly. And you want to let go of that so that you can enjoy what's going on. And so the area of your life, and this is the Six of Roots, which is the Six of Pentacles. And this is giving and receiving. And so here, the holiday season is coming up, and you may feel pressure to have things perfect in your family, or give the perfect gifts, or have the perfect house, or something like that. So, look at the things that are coming up for you in these next few months, because they're all, it starts to be a very busy season. Kids are going back to school, and there's meetings and ball games and lessons and things like that going on. So anything in your life where there's this giving and receiving, where you're giving something and you're receiving something, and this is that time, that the holiday season that's coming up. And you want to take that pressure off yourself right now and say, things coming up during this holiday season don't have to be perfect. And, I am enough, I am good enough, and the way that I want to plan and the way that I plan with my family and my friends and myself, it's the right way. And, taking into consideration the people around you, the people that are going to share this time with you, and taking their feelings and things into consideration, but also knowing that you don't have to be perfect. And that's really hard sometimes during this season coming up, because we feel like that we have to have Instagram worthy meals for holidays, or dress for parties that we have to go to, or that we're going to. And then so it takes that, you feel that pressure of trying to make it perfect, and so you don't really enjoy yourself at the party, or you don't enjoy the giving and the receiving of gifts, or you don't enjoy going out and giving something instead of doing something material. What could you do that is something that you could celebrate holidays or celebrate with people that is not something material based? And so it kind of takes that perfectionism out of it. And we want to do that. We want to feel good about the things that we're doing and that are coming up. And don't let that trying to be perfect, or trying to be trying to show something that's not real, and be your authentic self. So that is your reading for the new moon in Virgo, and I hope that you have a very good Virgo season and enjoy this new moon, and let these cards guide you in creating your intention and creating an intention for what's coming up. And if you want more guidance, I'm always available for readings, and you can find me in the comments and see how to work with me, and by clicking the link in the comments. And again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.